Eric here. Welcome back to Jurassic July. I know it's been a while. I keep telling everybody I've been moving. As of tonight, this recording, we should have everything moved over. Jurassic July, unless I have a live stream planned all throughout this month, nothing but dinosaur films will be discussed or movies that just have a dinosaur in them. You say the word Jurassic, and a lot of people immediately go to Jurassic Park. Yes, this is a VHS tape. Kids, before there were Blu-rays and DVDs, there was these big clunky fuckers that you put in something called a VCR to watch movies. So today, I'm talking Jurassic Park. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I discuss plot spoilers, specific scenes, what have you. Basic plot of Jurassic Park is Mr. John Hammond, right there, played by Richard Attenborough, has found a way to clone dinosaurs and has created a theme park that he wants to open to the public. He brings in Dr. Alan Grant, played by Sam Neill, Ellie Sattler. Is it Sattler or Statler? Anyways, played by Laura Dern. Jeff Goldblum is there as a chaotician. He studies the laws of chaos. And also Hammond has brought over his grandchildren. And what happens is a disgruntled employee, played by Wayne Knight, basically finds someone that will give him top dollar to smuggle out embryos. The problem is, he shuts down all the security during a typhoon. The dinosaurs get out and chaos happens. I remember seeing this in the theaters and missing like the first 15 minutes. And the first time I watched this, I was blown away when I saw the first 15 minutes. Great movie. One of Steven Spielberg's best and still holds up to this day. First off, let's get the acting out of the way. Everybody, other than the kids, are fantastic. Sam Neill, always great. And everybody's got great chemistry with everybody. Sam Neill's always great when he needs to be intense, when he needs to be amazed. He starts out hating children. He ends up loving the kids after what they go through. He's great. Laura Dern, had a crush on her. The first time I saw her was this movie. And she is great too as the love interest of Sam Neill. They work well together. She's fun. She is intense when she needs to be intense. Caring when there's a scene where she finds a sick triceratops and she wants to stay behind so she can see what is causing its illness. It's not the food or something like that. Jeff Goldblum is great. He does his usual shtick, that type of thing. But he's a great character. Loves the kids. Wants to protect them. Great chemistry with everybody. He's pretty much the comic relief. Richard Attenborough, charming, man. This guy, what was it? What did they say in Tommy Boy? Could sell a ketchup popsicle to a woman in white gloves. So charming, but in the scenes where he's depressed, that everything has gone to shit, you buy it. When he's worried about his grandchildren, you buy it. So good. The two kids, Joseph Mazzello and Ariana Richards, Tim and Lex, they're okay. Tim is basically a fanboy of Alan Grant, Dr. Grant, because he's read his books, loves dinosaurs. He's okay. Ariana Richards is Lex. She's the bigger older sister who, of course, has a crush on Grant. That part is sweet, but when she has to be a hacker and she learns she's able to hack into the security system, she's like fucking 10 or 11. Stupid. Who else is there? Wayne Knight plays Nedry, just this big fat slob who is just a disgusting, vile person. You kind of you understand why he did what he did, going to the highest bidder to smuggle this shit out, but you don't feel sorry when he dies. And he's got a gruesome death. It's Dilophosaurus, I think? One of these type of dinosaurs that has like a hood in the back of its head. That scene is great. First off, there's that great scene where it's got this weird chirping noise. And it's really, really spooky and unnerving. And he is trying to go to point A to point B in the rainstorm or in the typhoon to get to the dock so he can ship the hell out of there. He gets lost, falls down a hill, sees a Dilophosaurus, and it puts its hood up and it yells and screams and it shoots this sludge. It hits him in the face, which is supposed to temporarily blind him. Nedry's scream, amazing. He gets back into the car. And of course, that cliche, get back in the car and then the killer's there. It does a great scene, and then his yell when he's getting eaten up off screen, but mixed with his yell and the Dilophosaurus' noises and the car rocking back and forth. Awesome. You have, who else is there? Samuel Jackson shows up as one of the computer workers. He's Samuel Jackson. Very early Samuel Jackson, but he's Samuel Jackson. He's always good. And then there's the character of Muldoon. Muldoon is basically is he, I guess, the animal expert? We first see him when they're in the very beginning of the movie, when they're loading a crate into Jurassic Park. And it shifts. One of the workers falls down. He gets pulled in. It's a very intense scene. I missed this in the theaters where Muldoon's holding onto the guy and he's yelling, "Shoot her! Shoot her!" And he's getting slowly pulled in. You see the cliche. I mean, there's lots of cliches in this movie. The hand slowly goes through the hole in, like, because Muldoon's holding him like this, and you see the hand go like this. I did like how we still get to see the, like, because Muldoon's forcing himself onto the hand. That's great. He's charismatic. He's just there for a paycheck. He's not an asshole. He wants to help save people when everything's gone to shit. And he's got a great death too with the raptors. I'll leave that at that. Other acting wise, that's about it. Mainly with the characters. Mr. Gennaro, he's just the lawyer. He's just there. He's fine. B.D. Wong, who I love in Gotham. As Hugo Strange, he's here for like, I don't know, 2 minutes. He's fine. So the acting is pretty good, other than the kids being hit and miss. I mentioned Nedry's death. That's really good. The action sequences are amazing in this. We all know the classics. We know the where Goldblum and Laura Dern and the guy playing Muldoon, they find Jeff Goldblum's body because the T-Rex just got out and he got knocked out, and Gennaro, the lawyer, was eating on the toilet. And what that is, he ran out of the Jeep and hid in an outhouse, and then he was sitting on the toilet hiding, and T-Rex ate him. And they say, I think this was Gennaro. I think this was too. Well, they find Gennaro's half and half, body. They find Jeff Goldblum. They put him in the Jeep, and then they get chased by the T-Rex. Great intense scene. I love that shot where it's the T-Rex in the side mirror. And it says objects are closer than they appear, and it goes right to the camera. That's a great scene. Again, so many good scenes when Lex and Tim are in the kitchen and they have to hide from the raptors. That's really good. So many good things. The creatures, or the dinosaurs, were created by Stan Winston, so when it's close up they look really good for the most part. There's like one time when a velociraptor pops up and looks back and forth. You tell it's not real. I could always tell it's not real. But it doesn't matter because this movie's fucking great. This was the movie that introduced me to velociraptors. I never knew what the fuck a velociraptor was. And at first I thought they were these, just mean dinosaurs. They hunt in packs and stuff like that. But what was cool was the first time I saw this like on home video, because I missed the first 15 minutes of it, I didn't see the opening sequence where Grant is at a digging site. And some kid is, said, "Oh, a velociraptor's not scary. It's just a 6-foot turkey." And he's got, Dr. Grant actually has a raptor claw. He goes to the kid and he says, "Well, the next time you think of it as a turkey, just remember this: it hunts in packs. It's not going to kill you. It's going to look at you like this, but you're going to get hit from the side because it hunts in packs. And it's got this giant retractable claw, and it might slice you down the chest or up the groin." Or he literally says, what about across the belly? It's spilling your intestines. The point is, you're alive when they begin to eat you. Have a little respect. So he's creepy, trying to scare the kid, but he's having a little fun. So that's another cool scene, and it's a great performance by Sam Neill. What other scenes are there? The finale, when they're escaping, and everybody is on the giant models of bones of the dinosaurs, when they're trying to hide from the raptors, and T-Rex shows up. When the Gallimimuses are stampeding. There's the scene when the T-Rex is first debuts, I guess you'd say, because like when you go to a zoo, they won't come out. We don't get to see the dinosaurs. There's cameras in the Jeeps, and there's no driver. They're all electric, and like when you go to the zoo, all the animals are sleeping or they're hiding, and there's cameras, and Ian Malcolm literally go, "Are there going to be any dinosaurs in your dinosaur park?" And Nedry shuts off all the electricity, and that's when the T-Rex gets out. And it's that great scene where it breaks out of its pen, and it notices the light moving back and forth from because the kids have a flashlight on and scaring everybody, and T-Rexes hunt by movement. And it busts through the top of the Jeep, which I guess was an accident, but they kept it in the film. Such an iconic moment with it biting, because the Jeep was turned over, it biting one of the tires and ripping it. A great scene where it gets... Tim is stuck in the Jeep. Alan has rescued Lex. And it gets pushed over like an overpass, which is interesting. That's a big fuck up, Mr. Spielberg, because there was no... We just looked in the inside of the T-Rex's pen. No overpass, no gigantic cliff that you have to climb, or like you can dangerously fall down, and it's just mysteriously there. But it leads to a great action sequence where Grant has to save Tim. There's so much more. There is the scene where Ellie has to help put the power back on. She's chased by raptors, and Samuel L. Jackson gets killed off screen, and she finds his arm. So much more good stuff. What other action sequences? There's more. Lots of fun. So, if for some reason... Okay, I will say this. Now, if you watch it... Now, here's the reason why I have not upgraded to a 4K. I have the VHS. Never upgraded past this. I watched this on my friend's Vudu account, and I think they have it in high def. That's a problem. So if you're like one of the new generations and you've only seen it in high def, you can see the green screen. You can tell when it is CGI, when the brachiosauruses, I think they're called. They used to be brontosauruses. You can tell how that's CGI. You can tell when it's a green screen background and stuff like that. So that's disappointing. Watch it on DVD, unless maybe that's just how it was when I was watching it on my TV, but that's why I say don't watch it in 4K. It might take a little bit away. But other than that, and then, the thing about it is, yeah, that great scene with the raptors, T-Rex shows up, saves the day, and then they're just going to helicopter fly away. But you know what? I still highly recommend Jurassic Park. Still holds up to this day. I love this film. Great performances. Can't pick a favorite character. Maybe, if forced, Muldoon. I really liked Muldoon, but maybe Sam Neill is a close second. Laura Dern is still hot as fuck. Attenborough charming as hell. I was going to say Gutenberg. Steve Gutenberg. Jeff Goldblum. Why would I think fucking Steve Gutenberg? Goldblum is great. Kids are pretty decent. Wayne Knight as Nedry is just a disgusting pig, but he does his job. He does what he needs to do. Intense action. Great score. The John Williams score is amazing. But yeah, highly recommend Jurassic Park. That's it. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Comment below. Tell me, what's your thoughts on Jurassic Park? Love it? Hate it? Could give two shits? Have you read the book? Because I heard the book is more violent. I haven't read that since like middle school. Coming up, I am going to watch the trilogy, the Jurassic Park trilogy. Lost World, Jurassic Park. Find out if Jurassic Park 3 really is as bad as everyone says. And then I'm going to move on. I'm not going to get into Jurassic World and all that bullshit. And then we'll see what else Jurassic July has to bring about. Not this Saturday, but next Saturday. God willing, Frenzy is going to reunite with me, and we're going to have Derek from the Yesterday's podcast to celebrate some John Hughes. Thank you to everyone that has been watching or listening on audio of mine and Melissa's Watch What Now podcast. The episode Train to Busan was a pretty good success, I would have to say. So that's it. Cheers.